Hi, my name is Chidalu Onyenso. I'm the CEO and founder of Earthbond. I was actually a politics and economics major in undergrad. By being a politics major, I realized I didn't want to go into policy and instead wanted to work with engineers and build tech products to solve the same challenges.
My name is Abisola Dawodu. I'm a product designer with about 3 years of experience. I come from a very non-technical background. I studied sociology at the University of Lagos.
Hi, my name is Chisom Nwokwu. I am a couple of things. I'm a software engineer, an author, and also a YouTuber. I have a background in computer science from the University of Nigeria. I'm currently working at Microsoft as a software engineer. My role revolves around big data engineering, building sustainable systems, and artificial intelligence.
I am Eunice Adewusi, mostly known as Clemera de Roberts, and I am the founder of Nexo Girls, formerly known as Female Youth Global Empowerment FYG.
I'm Damnola Alabi, Chief of Staff at Vested World. I started my career in comms and operations. Curiosity led me into technology and started my journey in technology as a progress manager at Wetech.
My name is Esther Eruchie, the founder of FriendnPal, the first AI mental health app in Africa with multilingual support. I am also the product quality lead at Landel Games Sweden, where I provide seamless customer gaming experience. My journey in tech has been a fascinating one for one who has a non-technical background, now in the tech field.
Hello, my name is Mariam and I'm the founder of Flow. And Flow is an educational platform where we use theories from positive psychology and social emotional learning to create cool curriculums that help children understand their values, their goals, their mindsets, which essentially helps them become the best versions of themselves.
Hi, my name is Mariam and I currently work as a data analyst for a tech startup in the UK. I transitioned into tech in 2022 after working for a non-profit for about 4 years.
My name is Temilade Adelakun. I presently do product marketing at Google. My role revolves around branding. I do have a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. While I was in school, I've always known that I wanted to be at the intersection of business, tech, and management.
Embracing everyone, regardless of their race, the disability that they have, the gender that they are.
Creating a safe environment where everyone's voices are not just heard, but also valued, regardless of their gender, race, or background, or even who they are.
Being in a space where every single person feels they matter and their ideas are also important.
Giving all genders a level playing ground in the workspace, giving everybody an opportunity to shine, an opportunity to be recognized for their achievements, an equal opportunity to access promotions and things in the workplace.
Everyone matters.
I'm entering into a room where there's an equal amount of gender in that same room. And I think it's important because people who don't live your experience can't make decisions for you, or they cannot, even as much as they can empathize with the things that you go through, they are not the one going through it.
Ownership in and of a community. So having every member feel like a leader that is not just making decisions on behalf of themselves, but for the benefit of the entire community.
It means collaboration, it means empowerment, it means innovation.
Directly, it is a no, but generally, as a woman in tech, there are many stories of gender stereotypes. And the reason why I said no is because of what I do, actually. I have navigated these challenges by staying confident in my abilities, joining supportive communities like Wetech, where we rub minds together and go through these things together, and also proving myself worthy by being competent in what I do, and that's on period.
In emails, people just respond and say, "Hi, Mr. something something. Hi, man." I'm just like, why would you assume that it's always a man at the back of this email? Like, okay, why can't you just assume that you don't know the gender? You can just say, "Hi, Sarah Ma," or "Hi, Sarah Madam," but everyone just emails you and say, "Hi, sir," because they expect that a man should be in that role. And it's something so subtle but very, very, I don't know, it makes me feel so terrible where.
Presently where I work at Google, to be honest, because Google is like super structured, I have not really experienced any form of bias or stereotype, because even within the company, there are so many structures in place to make sure that you are being included and your voice is heard. But if I'm to reflect back as when I started my career, one example I want to give was when my penultimate year internship in uni, I did it with an oil and gas company, and I remember the excitement. resuming the internship, and then my very first day, the person that was meant to be my manager started asking me questions like, you said you did mechanical engineering, right? I said, yes, sir. And then it's like, who forced you? Who told you? I'm like, those questions sort of hurt me because it sort of made the next 6 months of my life there. I started questioning things. I don't even know why I'm here.
Personally, in my career, I haven't experienced any stereotypes. I am opportunity to work in a company that's very keen on gender inclusion. But prior to my current role, I would usually hear people say, you're in the tech industry, you're probably doing product design, UI, UX, or product management. And when I tell people that, oh, actually a software engineer, I actually do like build products, develop software, maintain and all of that, they find it hard to believe because they don't see women in that core engineering space to be able to do those really technical stuff.
As a sophomore software engineering student, I find the aspect of technology to empower others most interesting and being able to prefer solutions via my code.
I think one of the most interesting things about working in tech is the continuous learning that it demands. So whether you're learning a new tool or you're trying to even improve on some of the tools that you currently use, so there's always room to get better. There's always room for growth, and that's something I really, really love.
One of the parts I actually find interesting in tech is being able to leverage technology in providing societal solutions, like in the world today. And as one who has been able to do that, especially in a field like mental health, that a lot of people shy away from, that's one of the biggest wins for me as a woman in tech.
The interesting part of being a product manager basically is seeing a product go from ideation, from ideas basically, into an MVP, right? Going into market, becoming something live that people can actually interact with. So the whole process is actually an interesting one for me.
So one of the challenges I've faced, especially this pathway as a founder, is being able to balance a diverse team across Africa. That's because the FriendnPal team is made up of young, passionate youths across Africa, from Nigeria to Benin Republic to South Africa and even Chad. Then also being able to balance my work life. I don't know times when I need to rest and times I need to work and things like that. So this is one of the biggest challenges.
But the challenging aspect is navigating these complex, languages, learning different languages. It's a lot.
As a chief of staff, the 3 qualities I think are very important for me. I think the first one will be active listening skills. You need to listen to the people that you work with. You need to also listen to what's happening, in the industry that you're working with.
Top 3 skills or characteristics have been empathy, diligence, and leadership.
So I say my interpersonal skills, it's very important to be able to relate with people when you meet them. There's nobody, as long as you're a human being, I can walk up to you. So I feel that really helped.
So I've currently been a software engineer for 2 years and some months now, and the few characteristics I would love to highlight that has helped me would be curiosity, having a good mindset, and passion.
The first that comes to mind is strategic thinking. As a product marketer, you have to be able to analyze trends.
So I think with empathy, it's not really about am I good at reading people or not. It's really about meeting people where they're at, doing your best to understand what is important to them, what's not, and how you can help them.
Just really be believing in what I'm doing, regardless, because things will come your way and hit you in different places. This economy, everything could be hitting you, and just knowing that. So I tell myself that if I don't blow now, tomorrow I will blow. So it's just a matter of time. So just that perseverance.
Another thing is also good people skills. I don't want to use networking because when people say networking, I don't like that word. I think it's people skill. You go into a room, you greet people, you talk to people. You don't have to be you're selling them something or they have to sell them something. It's just talking to people and understanding how they've lived their life, how they moved through their career. You get so much insight.
Second one that comes to mind is communication. And now when I mean communication, I just don't mean spoken words. It means mixture of both spoken words and written words, because as a product marketer as well, you are representing the voice of the product when you are outside, maybe when you're doing pitches to consumers or even maybe even internal within the company. So that's strong communication skills for me.
When it comes to diligence, that's really about doing what you say you're going to do to become a really dependable person, and you bring value just in establishing that gold standard of what good looks like.
And I think the third thing will also be curiosity. You have to be curious. I'm someone that I'm in the VC space. I don't have finance background. But with curiosity, I'm able to pick up skills, say, oh, what's happening here? I want to know more about this. What's happening? You know, asking questions, you know, goes hand in hand with curiosity. And I think it will really help you in the long run, not just as a chief of staff, but in any role that you're in.
Adaptability, like I mentioned, the landscape is really changing. You have to be on top of your game, know what's happening out there. As the market is evolving, as consumer behaviors are evolving, you as a product marketer as well, you have to evolve with your strategies as well.
Also, I think on the leadership aspect, it's about thinking not just about, you know, what you're working on, but how does that drive value for your company or for your team or for your community? What's the core metric that, you know, you launched a campaign, okay, what did that do for acquisition? What did that do for lead generation? You launched a new product and you worked so hard in countless hours. What is that going to do for your revenue metrics as a company?
The last one is I study. I work really hard. There's nothing I believe that nobody can do. I remember the first time I had the pitch. I went online and I watched 100 people pitch. I watched the way they were walking, the way they were talking. I picked from different people to decide how I want to look on stage.
For me, I feel like communities have been a major part of my growth and also success. The first time I came across Wetech was during their first conference that I held at Landmark in Lagos. And I can still remember the euphoria I felt walking into a room filled with women that are doing the same thing you're doing, women that are trying to become a better version of themselves, women that are trying to learn skills, network, and also grow in the tech industry.
My highlight for last year was being featured as the community spotlight of the year in the Wetech community, and this is like one major win for me, because being acknowledged in what you do is something that a lot of us have always wanted to get, actually. And being in communities like Wetech has been a super amazing experience for me, from mentorship to a lot of career development opportunities. So this is something that I feel like a lot of other communities like Wetech, women in technology communities, should also adopt.
I am a product of communities like Wetech, and they have been instrumental in shaping my journey in the tech industry. These communities provide support, mentorship, and networking opportunities for women in tech like myself.
At Wetech, I've connected with inspiring women leaders and I've gained valuable insights via workshops. And I also found a sense of belonging and sisterhood in the industry.
I think women-focused communities such as Wetech is really important, because the power of community cannot be understated. You need people that look like you know, to share your journey with, to share your problems, to share your solution with. And Wetech is one of the communities that is really dear to my heart, because I was also there as a programs manager.
Shout out to Wetech. I've attended a couple of conferences and events that you have done, and it's been amazing. In terms of like women community in general, I'll say one is networking. Lastly is going to be resources. There are so many resources, and I hope all my tech Cs are taking advantages of these resources that are out there.
It's been fantastic. Last year I won the Wetech pitch competition. I woke up one morning and I was just trending, literally. And I think it's been 3 months and I'm still trending up until now.
I think my advice would be, do not take no for an answer. And I mean it because so many things, not just people, things in reality will say no to you. But it's just like being determined to be like, this is what I want, this is what I want for myself. Regardless of your background, regardless of your gender, regardless of your age, you have to take no for an answer.
Build a very solid foundation for yourself. Make sure you are getting like the necessary skills. Please don't be scared to fail. Sometimes failure is inevitable and you might face failure at any point in your career. See failure as a learning, it's just a stumbling block, and it's just for you to pick up learnings from the failure and move ahead.
Look for someone that you admire. Look for someone that is a step higher in your career. Look for someone that you can shadow, ask questions, and just learn from. The industry is welcoming to you, and you do not need to be scared of not knowing what you're doing. You don't need to be scared about being clueless. Just keep up with the curiosity, let your fire keep burning, and just be ready to learn as much as you can.
Inspire Inclusion.
Inspire Inclusion.